Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about how movies was telling us what was going on, what was coming down the pipe, so nothing should really surprise you. Now, you know how, movies and stuff like that, we were coming to watching movies and stuff. And I remember the time frame, watching movies, coming up as a child, a teenager in my 20s, 30s, all the way up until now, like the age of 41, right? Ever since I was little, when I was up there watching movies, my mom would always tell me, like, yo, movies are really trying to tell you something. You want to know why? Because you really got to ask yourself this question. Where did they get this stuff from? How did they know this stuff? And what you really trying to tell me? And I remember the time frame. I would tell people like, yo, movies are really trying to tell you something, yo. You really gotta pay attention. You really gotta look at the script. You gotta look at everything. Don't just look at the action and the actors. Look at the script. Really pay attention to the script and what they are saying. Listen to the dialogue. They drop all subliminal messages in movies all the time. Just like the one movie to really confirm to let me know that movies were real was the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith. Why? Because that movie pretty much came out 3 years prior before 9/11, and the CIA director, his birthday in the movie was 9/11/40. That's right. His birthday was 0 9/11/40, just like, the 9/11 attacks. And guess what? The movie came out 3 years prior before 9/11, to where as though, right after 9/11, that's where, the American public was being spied on with the Patriot Act up under George W. Bush, for real. And see, in that movie, they were showing the whole entire time how he was literally being spied on. You know how they had cameras all over the place, like they had cameras in his house, they had cameras all in the street, they had cameras literally just like surveillance took over his life. They were showing in the movie how, technology was going to be ruling over us, how technology was going to be spying over us, how cameras were going to be everywhere. Pretty much, the movie was literally showing, like he said at the end of the movie, he said, the only privacy that you have left is what's in your head. He said the only privacy that you're only going to have left is what's up in your head. And then at the end of the movie, they also showed the big satellite up in the sky in outer space, which means Big Brother is watching. I was sitting there watching the movie the whole entire time. Mind you, I'm born and raised out of Baltimore, Maryland. And the movie was shot in Baltimore and in DC. So I'm sitting here watching this movie like, yo, they are really trying to tell us something. They was up there showing, the technology, the cameras, how they got files on you, how they know all of your history. I'm looking at this like, this is literally showing what's going on right about now. How when you look at social media, they got all of your files, all of your information. We got cameras everywhere. We got phones with cameras. We got high-tech technology. We got drones all over the place. We got cameras everywhere. And see, the thing about it was, I just remember seeing it like this is coming in the future. And guess what? Look where we are right about now. 5G towers, cameras all over the place, drones all over the place, cameras on laptops, cameras on the phones, cameras on TVs, all over the place. And people used to really try to sit there and tell me, oh, no, that's just a movie. That's entertainment. And I would be looking at them like, do you really believe that these movies are telling you stuff like this are really just entertainment? I'm looking at people like, no, they are telling us what is real and what is going to be coming down the pipe. I always looked at movies, not just entertainment, even though I might be entertained by the movie, but I'm not looking at it for entertainment purposes. Why? Because I was up there seeing what they was bringing, what was coming down the pipe, down in the future. And if you really take a look at it, the future is now. Everything with all of those movies, what they were showing back then, most of the movies have came to light. Just look at movies like Enemy of the State. Look at movies like Terminator. Look at movies like I, Robot, Short Circuit. Movies like Artificial Intelligence, The Matrix, They Live. Like a lot of those sci-fi movies that they talk about. Movies like Independence Day, when they talk about the mothership. Now they got 3 Eye Atlas that they up there talking about. that's in the solar system, whatever they talking about. And then of course you got robots all over the place. Then you got transformers to where they got these cars that can literally like drive themselves. Look at shows like the Jetsons dealing with FaceTime. We dealing with FaceTime. They had flying cars. Now we got flying cars. Look at Dick Tracy. He had a talking phone. Now now Apple got the talking phone to where you can make phone calls from your watch. He had the talking watch in Dick Tracy. Come on, you gotta really take a look at this stuff. Movies are not entertainment. They've been telling you these things. So you should not be surprised if you really been paying attention. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Spread thoughts up on this shit. Light up on the situation. I felt the need of y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. Don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. Like, share, and subscribe. And it's your man B-Mouse coming to you live once again from the B-Mouse 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.